Hi, thanks for joining me today. I'm in my greenhouse and I'm thinking that today is tomato day. So I've really tried to whittle down how many tomatoes to sow this year, but just can't. I mean, I have because I've got an awful lot of different varieties, but I think I've whittled it down to about 16, which is just still way too many, especially since I don't really have much greenhouse space to grow them in, and I don't have a polytunnel or anything like that. So most of my tomatoes are going to be grown outside, unlike most other people I know who all grow them indoors. So yeah, I've chosen mostly types of tomatoes that are happy to grow outside. Quite a few of them have got good blight resistance, but some don't, so I'm just going to gamble, basically. That's all I can do, is just have a bit of a gamble and see what happens. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll show you what I've got. Right, so here's my lovely stack of tomato seeds. Some of them are new to me this year, some of them I've grown before. This one, Primabella, I've picked up at a seed swap this year. If you're in Devon like me, Exeter do a seed swap every year and it is fantastic. So definitely look out for that in the future if you're in the area, and give Exeter Seed Bank a like on Facebook to keep up to date with what they're doing, because yeah, they're definitely worth keeping an eye on. So yeah, blight resistant seeds that I will probably grow up the allotment plot. Then I've got these Belarusian heart tomatoes, which sound really interesting to me. They've got a smoky flavour. Haven't grown those ones before. Then I've got these ones also from Real Seeds, a purple Ukraine tomato. Have grown those once before, so these seeds I've had a couple of years. I think it was the year before last that I grew these ones, so we'll just see how the seeds get on. I might sow a few extra just in case. Then from DT Browns I've got just the ordinary Tumbling Tom red tomatoes. Just probably put them in baskets, I should imagine. And then Tigerella, lots of people grow Tigerella. They don't really like being outside too much, so they may be the ones that I grow in the greenhouse, because I've probably got space in here for about 3 tomato plants, I think. So probably Tigerella in here, and perhaps these guys, Brad's Atomic Grape. Everyone grows these, don't they? They're just really cool looking. I don't think they taste too amazing, but I just love how they look. So yeah, love those. And then these are new to me this year as well, Tomato Purple Bumblebee. These are supposed to be good for growing outside, so these will go up the allotment, I should think. So looking forward to seeing how they do. And I got a free one, which are teeny tiny tomatoes. I reckon Nancy's going to enjoy looking at those. She's not a fan of tomatoes, but I reckon she'll enjoy those because they're just so tiny. I'm just going to give them a go. They'll probably stay at home. I probably won't take them to the allotment. It's not really worth it, because they'll probably need harvesting quite often. And then I've got these also from the seed swap, Zlatava, I think that's how you say it, Zlatava. They're supposed to be really good for outside growing as well, with a smidge of blight resistance too. And then one of my absolute favourites, True Black Brandywine, the nice big beefsteak type tomato, and just a gorgeous colour. And Solar Flare, also another one of my favourites. I think actually, from what I've ever grown in the past, these two are my favourites. So definitely growing a couple each of those. And then Sun Gold, I mean, a lot of people say they're their favourite tomatoes, not mine particularly, but I do like having different coloured sort of cherry tomatoes. So I'm definitely growing those. And then cherry drops, these are really old seeds as well, I think they were, yeah, they're quite out of date. So I'll grow those, grow them outside again and just see how they'll do. You know, some might not germinate, but I'm not too worried if they don't. Coralic, that's another really good tomato, DT brown seeds there. And Quadro, these are another one that are excellent for growing outside, from Tamar Organics. Haven't bought much from them this year, but usually I do get quite a lot of their seeds because they're just a fantastic seed company to support. They're just over the border from me in Cornwall. And this is another one, great for outdoors. Another one that's just a really old seed. I picked that one up at the seed swap as well, so that's quite out of date, so we'll just have to see how they go. Ocado F1. And then just because I have to have a go, I picked up these from King Seeds, Gigantimo F1s, just because I want to see if I can grow a massive great big tomato, because that would just be so fun. And then right on the other end of the scale, Toddler F1. So they're really small cherry types as well, from what I gather. Not grown these before. They're new to me from King Seeds. So I'm going to grow a few plants of these, I should think. And then I say that's it for tomatoes, but actually I'd quite like to do a couple more, but I haven't got the seeds for them. So if I do manage to get hold of the seeds, then I probably will sow some of those as well. But I'll let you know what they are if I get them. So we'll see. So yeah, that's what I'm sowing later on today, tomato wise. I count that as 16 varieties, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I don't know where they're all going yet, but we will find a way. We'll find space for them, and I'll probably sow 2 to 3 seeds of each, just to ensure that I get at least 1 plant of each. And then a couple of them I'll sow a few extras, because I know that they'll be good and really blight resistant for up at the allotment. So yeah, but while we're in here, I'll just show you what I've got growing, because there's a few bits popping up now. Here we go, still a bit of junk in here for me to sort through, but we'll get there. So I've got a few lettuces coming on in that little like window box thing there. And then my perennial kales, I bought these when I went to the Exeter seed swap. So there's a Taunton Dean, and the other one is called, this one here is called Keeper Kale. So it's a bit like the Taunton Dean, where when they're bigger plants you can take lots of cuttings. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that. I quite like the idea of having a lot of perennial vegetables. There's my onions, they need to go out really. Peas just popping up, they're the ones that I sowed last week, so they're just coming through now. And yeah, they're doing really well. I'm so chuffed to actually have some successful peas now. Then I've got my broad beans, which some of them are a little bit leggy, but they also, I think it's time for them to leave the safety of the greenhouse and move up to the allotment this week. And I've got, here's just a mix of kales and spinach, different spinaches that I've got there that I've just potted up. Just stick them somewhere, they're up there. They'll probably go out in the allotment as well. Then in here I've got my marigolds. They are vanilla, I believe, And these are Tajates. How do you? I don't even know how you say that, but they're lemon jam. They are beautiful. I hope I just put that in the right place. Few little lettuce seedlings that I've potted up. Some very leggy kale here, which I'll probably re-sow. But yeah, I've got some more kale just popping up there, and some peppermint chard just coming up as well. They're the rest of the onions. So there's a few more stew-on onions, and they're pink panther, which look, they're just sort of pushing their way out of the soil there. They're really behind, so I don't know if they're meant to be slow growing, but they seem to be. There's a spare stew-on onion there and some lobelia coming out. Spring onions, which I don't know. I've read and I've seen some videos where people give them a haircut. I don't know whether I should do that. These are the stew-on onions that I grew by seed. They're also super duper floppy. More broad beans, more lemon jam in there. It's just a bit of a mishmash. There's some more kale at the back as well, and these guys, this is calendula, I think that really needs to go out as well, and we'll just have to see if it does okay outside. I've sown some more marigolds there. And I've got 2 trays on this of just salad that I've sown today. I sowed those this morning just as a cut and come again type crop. In a week's time I'll probably sow another 1 or 2 trays just so that I've got them keep going on. And then under here, that's all my sunflowers in that big tray there, lots of different ones. Some dill, lots of cosmos, they're all starting to come up. I think I just got a bit carried away with the seeds and put too many in those cells. So they're going to have to be potted up fairly quickly, I should think. A couple of trays of ladybird rose nasturtiums. They've been in a couple of days, so they've not really shown their faces just yet. Lots of different cosmos, sown. Got some leeks, some celery, bit of sage, Brussels sprouts, chives, purple sprout and broccoli in there. And in there I've got Gaillardia, Rudbeckias, some straw flowers, and some like dwarf dahlias. They're just like mixed colours, so it's just a hit and miss as to what comes up. Then here I've got some 9-star broccoli. That's sort of a short-lived perennial type. Some kailan for some nice sort of Chinese greens. It's like a Chinese broccoli. Some graffiti cauliflowers, cottager's kale, red Russian kale, just to replace the leggy ones that I've got. And some rocket and more spinach. And then I've got 1 single borage, the rest didn't pop up. I'm just going to leave it there and see if any more show up. And then a few bits that I couldn't resist at the garden centre. Because sweet peas, now I sowed quite a lot of sweet peas and they all got eaten before we redid the greenhouse. So every time I sowed them they got munched by critters. So I got fed up and I bought some at the garden centre instead. And this is celery leaf as well, which smells gorgeous. So yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to show you. I mean, it's not massively impressive in here. I've not got tons on the go. I'm just sort of gradually sowing a few bits now. Every sort of few days I'll do a little bit more, and I just don't want to sort of overwhelm myself with potting up things later on, because it's still a bit too cold for things to go outside. So our last frost is probably going to be around mid-April, something like that. So I don't want to get too carried away because I don't want to run out of space. but also I'm aware that March, you know, we've got to get things going, haven't we? So yeah, I've got a few bits on the go, and I've got my dahlias to pot up, so I shall probably be doing that at the end of this week as well, just because they're all still in the house, so they need their own little pots, and we'll start them off out here as well. So that's it for me this week. I'll hopefully see you again in a video very soon. Please like and subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but it'd make me very happy if you did. So yeah, that's it. Bye bye for now. I'll see you again soon.